In this video, we are going to talk about a particular situation where the appliance of the device is in out of sync and it will not let us commit a template, and how do we fix it. So let's see the branch 1 router on this Versa director. Here, if you can see that the config synchronized is currently red. So the template of this device is not in sync. So let's try to fix it by committing the template and bringing it in sync with the device. So we click on commit template, and then we select the organization, and then we select the template name. Here, note that the appliance state is out of sync and template state is out of sync. So if we select the device and click on the differences, we should be able to see the differences and push the template to the device. So here are the differences that we have, and once we verify the impact and the assessment is done, okay, we are okay with this configuration. Let's commit this config to the device. Now we get an error. The error says template on the device, view details, network element driver, device branch 1 out of sync. So if our appliance is out of sync, it will not let us commit a template. Let's see how to fix it. We select the same router and we have an option called compare config with appliance. We want to see what difference is there. So when we click on compare config with appliance, it will show the differences in a pop-up window. Here, if you note this pop-up, you see some configuration with minus and some configuration is there with plus, but it's not showing here. So what's the difference between this minus and plus? So minus is the configuration that is not in the template, and plus is the configuration that is in the template. So based on what configuration you want to push from the template to the device, or what configuration you want to push from device to the template, we can make it in sync. So here it's showing all the configuration in minus. It looks like we created some URL categories for some couple of social media websites. So let's close it, and here we select the device again, and on top we will have two options: sync config from appliance, and the second option that is available is sync config to appliance. So let's understand the meaning of these two options. Let's say you are sure that the config that is running on your router is good and all the services are running fine, and you would like to retain that config from the router. You will click on sync config from appliance. But if you like to retain the configuration from the template and you would like to push that configuration to the router, you will click on sync config to appliance. So here we have two options: sync config from appliance and sync config to appliance. In this example, let's click on sync config to appliance. So we are pushing the configuration from template to the device. So we are syncing the configuration to sync Now the sync is complete, and that config synchronized button that was red earlier is now green. Now let's try to commit the template on branch 1 router to the device again. To do that, let's go to commit template. We select the organization and the template name. Here we see that the appliance is now in sync, but template is out of sync. So we click on differences. Now here it's showing the comparison of all the differences and before commit and after commit. So we have to evaluate what changes we want to push on the router and what change we want to revert with the help of this blue revert chunk line. So once all the evaluation is done, let's click on commit to device and let's see if this gives the same error or no. So this time it let us commit the config to the device, plus now the template and appliance state are both in sync. So this is how you fix the appliance out of sync issues.